Coming up, I'm going to be talking about all the Halloween content heading soon to Disney+. But before we go any further, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. Hi, it's Roger here from What's On DisneyPlus.com, and Disney has revealed its lineup for Halloween for the US. So with this year, a lot of the content that they've talked about is also going through Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. Interesting enough, in their presentation and in their press release, they definitely specifically said that these are all going to be available on Hulu on Disney+. So they're really starting to push that now, which is starting to be good. They've not really done that, but it makes sense for them to do it because the Hulu element really adds to more the terrifying aspects, some of the things for more adult viewers. But again, some of this stuff is not necessarily all going to be available internationally due to licensing. But let's jump into it. Disney kicked off with a brand new teaser trailer, kind of called Fear is Here, highlighting some of the major new shows and also many of the things that are also available on Disney Plus already, and obviously really kind of hyping up the release of Agatha All Along, which is no big surprise. In there as well, they also confirmed we're going to be getting a brand new Simpsons short called The Wonderful Time of the Year, which comes out on October the 11th. And obviously as well pushing some of the other previous major releases like Hocus Pocus, Werewolf by Night, etc. Disney also confirmed that Halloween Stream, which is a continuous stream of Halloween themed content, will be launching on Disney Plus later this fall. So that's obviously one of their new curated lineup playlist kind of things. Also, Hulu as well revealed some of these major new releases. There's going to be a new film called Mr. Crockett and Carved, plus much more. But let's now jump into a little bit more detail. So let's run through some of the major new releases. So we've got Agatha All Along arriving. Obviously, we've got the first 2 episodes. I'm going to talk a little bit about that later on. We've also got some new episodes for Disney Plus, including Ariel's Halloween special, dropping on September the 25th. A new FX series called Grotesque, which is dropping on September the 26th. This is a brand new FX series. Looks pretty scary. Definitely something for adults there. Yeah, that one's going to be very interesting to see. I know my wife's, I think, going to like the look of that one. Also getting a new film called It's a Wonderful Knife. So this one was released last year, and so that'll be available on October the 1st. Also, if you're on Hulu and on Disney Plus, there's going to be a new M. Night Shyamalan collection. Now, obviously, those films are already available already, but that includes like Signs, The Happening, Sixth Sense, and Unbreakable. Some really great films there. But definitely worth checking out. October the 2nd, we're getting some brand new episodes of The Simpsons. We're getting The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. So this is the kind of the first time we're seeing these officially released on Disney Plus rather than through Fox. Also on October the 2nd, we're getting Mickey's Spooky Stories. And then on October the 3rd, we're getting a new film from Searchlight Pictures called Hold Your Breath. So this one is set in the 1930s, and there's this big like horrific dust storm. It looks pretty freaky, definitely something. This is one of the movies I'm more likely going to check out. It's not quite so spooky, but it looks a bit weird and crazy. Definitely want to check that one out if you're into a bit more horror movies. October 4th, we're going to be getting Short Sober, which is featuring the characters from Big City Greens. Then we got a brand new film called Spookies the Movie. So this one is something we've not really heard or seen anything about. It's about an elementary school in the countryside where human kids learn that during the daytime, but then at night, monster kids learn at the school and have to avoid being discovered by kids. So not quite sure how that one's going to work. Again, haven't seen anything about that one. Also getting some new Halloween episodes of Spidey and His Amazing Friends on October the 4th. Then October the 7th, we'll be getting a new Halloween special from the Solar Opposite. So that's going to be pretty cool because they get stuck in a spirit of Halloween as it takes over its life. And those stores pop up everywhere, which will be interesting. There's also going to be a new Halloween special of Big City Greens dropping on October the 9th. Along with a new episode and Halloween special for Zombies, the reanimated series on that same day. Also on the 9th of October, we're getting the Mickey Mouse Funhouse Season 3 Halloween special. They're really leaning on this. Then there's going to be a brand new Simpsons short dropping on October the 11th called The Most Wonderful Time of the Year. This one's going to see Sideshow Bob teaming up with some of the biggest villains from Disney Plus to share the true meaning of Halloween. This one's going to be filled with music, mayhem, and madness. It's probably not going to be too long with that one, but I think that'll be a lot of fun. There's also a new movie called Mr. Crockett dropping on October the 11th on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus. This one, the trailer looks freaky. This one has got like a tape and it's got like a presenter leaning through the screen and trying to grab people and killing people. It looks terrifying. No chance I'm going to watch that one. That one's way outside of my comfort zone. I don't mind a little bit of scary, but that's like, nope, not for me. Also on October the 14th, we'll be getting a new Halloween special from Family Guy. And that, again, Hulu on Disney Plus. And this is the start of them starting to bring these kind of major shows like Simpsons and Family Guy onto the streaming service. So I'm looking forward to that level a bit of Family Guy. Then on October the 15th, we'll be getting 5 new episodes of American Horror Story. So this one, they're all anthology stuff. Again, the trailer's really freaky. This is definitely a show, again, I know my wife will be watching. But for me, I'll probably be watching through a cushion. Yeah, a little bit scary for me. So maybe more suitable is then you got Kif. We're getting a new Halloween special dropping on October the 16th. Same day, we'll be getting a new Halloween special for me and Winnie the Pooh, and me and Mickey as well. So also there's going to be some new episodes and Halloween specials for Playdate with Winnie the Pooh season 2 on the same day. And then October the 17th, Reginald the Vampire getting the complete second dropping on Hulu and Disney Plus. Then moving on from there, we're then getting Late Night with the Devil dropping on October the 19th. And then Carve, the brand new film, dropping on October the 21st. And then on October the 22nd, we're getting the final season premiere of What We Do in the Shadows. And then on the following day, on October the 23rd, we're getting a new Halloween special for Primos. And also Super Kitties Season 2. And then finally on October the 30th, we'll be getting the first 8 episodes of a brand new series, Wizards Beyond Waverly Place. This is obviously a follow-up to that classic series, so there's definitely something there for people to watch if you're into that one. So lots of stuff arriving on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus. And we're really seeing here what happens when they combine the two platforms together. Suddenly it becomes a much more interesting period. You know, you got lots of stuff there for adults, that's really freaky and scary. You got lots of stuff for kids, lots of stuff for people in the middle, a bit more like myself. This really does, and it's great seeing this showcase of the presentation of just going like, here is all this stuff that's coming, and it just makes everything feel bigger. There's new stuff dropping nearly every day. And as an addition, there will be other content dropping as well, as this is not all there is. But yeah, I think for Halloween fans, this is going to be a big thing. Halloween is huge in the US. Outside of the US, it's not quite as popular. Here in the UK, you might see a bit of it, but generally it's not quite so big. But obviously it all just feeds over. I suspect most of this will be dropping on to Disney Plus here internationally. But yeah, lots of great stuff. But let me know what you're looking forward to watching. And our question today, which comes from Ricky, who says, why do we all need to like it if a show is no good? So this one is very interesting because it's kind of the thing of, I definitely agree with the idea that not everyone has to like everything. We all have different tastes. And just like with those Halloween stuff, some things appeal to me, some things don't, and the same thing for you. You know, we all don't have to like the same thing, and it's good to have choice, it's good to have, you know, that kind of thing. However, there are some times when major shows need to reach a bigger audience, especially when they're expensive. You know, the more expensive a show costs, the more people it needs to keep happy and keep invested and keep watching it. So something like Agatha All Along is something that desperately needs to have a much bigger audience because of the amount of money it's spending than, for example, so like American Horror Story or a Disney Channel show. It doesn't have to reach as big a thing. So there is this kind of thing, and not everyone has to like everything, and that's just never going to happen. You're never going to please everyone, and that's just, you know, that's just, but the idea is that they can try and please most of the people. And so, yeah, obviously we've just seen the first 2 episodes of Agatha All Along just drop onto Disney Plus. A lot of positive stuff so far. I would definitely say, because I've seen the first 4 episodes, the first 2 episodes were very strong, but we have seen this with Marvel in the past and with Star Wars. Start strong and then kind of dips a bit. So I have seen those next 2 episodes. I don't want to get too much into them, but the format's a little bit different because each one they kind of end up doing a trial, and I think that will sort of make it much more of a TV series. But yeah, I do think, you know, Agatha, it had a strong debut, and I think there's going to be a lot of like for it. There's going to be some people that don't like it. There's going to be some people that are turned off from it, and it's not for them. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, not everything has to be for everyone, and, you know, you have to reach different people. But again, these expensive shows have to reach a big audience in order to make them financially viable. That's just the key thing with this one. For more niche products, normally they can kind of have to bring the budget down so they can reach a smaller audience, but it's less of an issue. But yeah, you spend a lot of money, they have to be good. And I think with Agatha, you know, I'm hoping that people connect with it and people love it. I mean, I definitely feels like there's a lot of positivity about it. You know, let me know if you've watched it. What did you think of it? But as I said earlier this week, it's It's a little bit hit and miss. I did enjoy lots of it. Little bits of it I wasn't so keen on. It does feel a bit more like a TV series than a movie, which is not a bad thing. That's been kind of one of the things that we've complained about with Marvel, where it didn't feel like a TV series, felt like a movie cut up. Agatha feels a bit more like a series, a bit more structure, and I think that's a good thing. But I just don't think it's just not on that same level as WandaVision, which is bound to be compared to. There was also some other issues. I don't think it did a very good job of like explaining what was going on. If you haven't watched WandaVision, I don't think that was something I was very much aware of. But yeah, I'm going to be interested to see how people react to it over the coming weeks. You know, at the minute, it seems to be very positive, but let me know your thoughts on this. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com. Like, follow, and subscribe, and I shall see you guys soon. Laters.